Squid layer master. Don't be distracted by this text layer that I added. Hi guys, I'll be teaching you guys how to understand Photoshop layer system. I'll first start by teaching you guys the concept of layers itself and eventually teaching you guys how to create this cool effect. Now to get started, you go to file and click on open, then you look for the image that I used here, or you can use your own image. The link to this image is right in the description below. Now, the first thing to know about layer system in Photoshop is that we have different types of layers. We have image layers, we have text layers, and adjustment layers. And then adjustment layers are for advanced classes, but today this Photoshop layer tutorial is just for the basics, just for you to understand the basics, because when I was a beginner in Photoshop, then I struggled with the concept of layers in Photoshop at first, and then when I later got it, I later found out that layer system is meant to exist in Photoshop. It has been in Photoshop for quite a while now. Now, the first thing I'll first advise you to do with your layer panel in Photoshop is to click on this place. Let's click here, and then go to panel options. Then make sure, like, the thumbnail of your panel is usually set to small or medium at first. Just try to click on this large one and click OK. Then you see that you'll be able to see more of your layer. Immediately you open an image in Photoshop, by clicking here and clicking open, automatically Photoshop will take the first image in a Photoshop document as a background layer. That's why it is being locked here. So the first thing you do is to either right click and click OK to make it a normal layer. You see that the background has gone and it's naming the layer 0. Or if you want to go back the way I did just now, you click on Ctrl Z is just the basic way of going back in Photoshop. And I use Photoshop 2022, so that might be different in other versions of Photoshop. Either you click here or you unlock it here by clicking that. Now the next thing to do is to understand this plus sign. This plus sign means that you are trying to create a new layer, like a new transparent layer. And whenever you click it, you notice that there's this checker box here. This checker box means that there's nothing on the layer. So which means if I just draw in with my brush tool, like you can just usually you'll be on your move tool, and you click here, you press the brush tool here. When you draw on it, you see that the drawing has showed on that layer, which means only the drawing is on the layer. Other things around this paint that I did here is not there, like only the painting exists on the layer. So that's why I can on it and off it. This eyeball thumbnail here signifies this visibility of the layer. So now you know the visibility, and you know that this place is used to create a new layer. And now let me go back, let me Ctrl Z back. Let's go back here. Okay, and then to delete a layer, you can either drag the layer into this bin here, or you just click delete on your phone, on your keyboard, and you just click delete on your keyboard. So that's a lot faster. I prefer to use that. So now that we understand the layer system in Photoshop, now let me teach you another concept in the layer panel, which is this opacity fill background layer. How to duplicate in Photoshop? You just have to right click and then click on duplicate layer. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, here we go. Duplicate layer. That's so strange for me. I just usually just press Ctrl J on my keyboard. That's a lot faster. Just know the shortcut. The shortcut is very simple. Ctrl J to duplicate any layer. So now that I've duplicated the layer, for example, I just want to create that kind of effect that I created here. All you have to do with this Photoshop 2022, I think right from Photoshop 2020 or 2021, has made selecting objects or subjects on an image a lot easier. You just go to select here and then you click on subjects. So you just select the subject, and Photoshop will select the subject automatically for you, and then you wait for it to load. You see now that Photoshop has selected this subject and it has isolated it from the background. So all I have to do is just to Ctrl J. When you click Ctrl J, it means that you want to put it on a different layer. So for example, I didn't even want to put it on a different layer. That I just want to move this character away from where it is. Now when I move it away, you see that it has moved. Now let me just let me off the visibility of this background layer. You see that immediately I moved it, that existing position is now empty. Now to be able to automatically fill that, you need to understand the layer system in Photoshop. This is why I said Photoshop layer system is meant to exist if you actually want to understand how Photoshop works. So the right way to do this is to now let's Ctrl Z back to this situation. Let's go back. Now the right way to do that is to just, instead of just duplicating just one image, let's make it two. 1, 2. So the one under here will be our background, and the one up here will be the one for our character itself. So it's always a good practice to name your layers. To change a layer name, like all this layer 0 copy, layer 02, that's not self-explanatory. So to rename a layer, you just have to double click on the name, and then you now type the name that you want for it. For me, just to save our time, I just have to call this character, and then the one below here, I'll call it the background layer. Let's call it the background. Now, the character layer, I'll first have to off the visibility. You already know how to do that. Then the background layer, you will now come in and to select, go to select subjects. You first select subjects, and then you now tell Photoshop to fill it for you automatically. Now to make Photoshop fill a space for you automatically, you just have to come here into the selection tool. You can mix this as a magic wand or selection tool. If you do not see what I'm seeing right now, you can just right click here. You see that it might be on the object selection tool, quick selection tool, or the magic wand tool. To actually pick the one that we need for here for this situation, you just have to right click here and then click on fill. You change this magic wand to object selection tool or the normal selection tool. Then you click on fill and press OK for content aware. For example, this is not on content aware for you. You can easily change it. For example, it's on background layer or something else. Just make sure this place is on content aware and click OK. And when it's on content aware, you wait for Photoshop to help you fill the process. Now, what Photoshop does here is to look at the surroundings of your selection and use it to fill in that place. That's why it's called content aware. It uses the content around to fill it in. Now, to off your selection on any layer that you are doing, you just have to click on Control D. You see that there's something wrong with this background image. The reason why there is something wrong is because while we were selecting the character, Photoshop actually selected the right edges. Let's try to zoom in here. Now you see that this image has edges, and Photoshop actually didn't pick all the edges. So all we have to do is to go back again. Let's Ctrl Z, and then we'll go to select. Instead of picking subjects here, we go to modify and we click on expound. Expound it for about 5 pixels. That means it will go out 5 pixels more, as if you are increasing the size of the selection. And then you go back here and do the same thing again. You click on fill, content away, okay.
Now Photoshop will do the right thing this time around. Let us fill the gap.
Okay. As you can see, Photoshop did a pretty good job here. Now we notice that there's this small area here. You can easily just pick the rectangle tool and then just cover it and right click and pick the fill again. So to pick this fill effect, you can either use this rectangle tool or this selection tool. Either ways, you will get the fill option when you right click, and you feel you pick the content aware option. Now you see that we have a nice background image here, so which means we can easily isolate our character and then do whatever we like with the background. Now let's pick our character. How can we isolate this character now? You already know that. Just go to select and select subject. Now that Photoshop has selected our character, now just have to isolate it. You can either Ctrl J, or you come here and pick come here to this icon to select it. This is called the layer mask. To understand this layer mask, I will explain it in another video entirely. But for now, if you just click the layer mask, you just see that automatically you see that you have a selection on the layer mask, and you see that you can actually toggle through the visibility of the character itself. Now since we've isolated the character from the background, now we have the ability to do this effect of this, what should I even call this effect? Maybe we should call it this shadow effect, or should we call it opacity effect? Now the next thing to do is to duplicate the layer to be able to resize it to that exact kind of style. Now you just resize it here, then reduce it. Don't let it go straight. You can just make it go down a little bit, and then duplicate it again. Do the same thing. Yeah. Now that we've done that, with our layer system knowledge, we should know that for us to make it look like this, like the first layer, we should know that this tallest one has to be the one at the top, and the next one will be under, then the next one. Now to be able to do that, all you have to do is to first locate the one at the top. You see that this one is the last one here, and this one is the one in the middle, and this one is the last one. So all we have to do is just to off these two layers, and then make sure that the one in the middle is actually under the biggest one. Then the smallest one will now be the one under, like it will be like big, bigger, biggest. You understand me? Just like a primary school pupil. And then You will come here into fill and opacity. Now, to understand this fill and opacity, to people, not many beginners see the difference between this fill and opacity, simply because it's just pretty the same thing in their eyes until you actually zoom in to see the quality itself. Now you reduce the fill to about 60%, like 60% of the visibility, and then we'll come here, reduce the fill here. Since the other one is at 60%, this one will be no, I mean the one under, not the first one, I mean the last one. That one will be like 30%, which will be like 30%, a lot less visible. Now we see that we actually did the effect. Thanks for watching this video. If you are new to this channel is about learning skills that will make you money. So the same way we do tutorials, we also teach people how you can make money off all these skills that you know. So Photoshop is just another skill that you just have to acquire. I used to say this, that when it comes to design is a very easy niche to make money regardless of your skill, and it's really easy to learn, and there are a lot of shortcuts to designs and how you can easily make money with them. Thank you so much. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you.